Okay. Why? First of all, this is my mom, Doris. And that over there is my grandma, Grandma Alice. And then I'd like to introduce all my bridesmaids that came. Front here is Bobby Joe. She's married too, so I'm the last one to get married. And I went to school with her and grew up about 2 blocks away. Over here is Kimberly. She married a little baby. She's the first one to have a baby. And this is Lisa. She lives in Lakefield. And I'm going to introduce you guys too because I'm glad you came. These two are from Lakefield too. This is Diane. And when I was going to college, I spent a lot of weekends over there. And this is Chad, her husband's mom. And how we met? No, actually, I lived up in the cities for about a year and a half, and Mike was living up there with all of his roommates, Scott and Tommy and Craig Tolan. You guys all know them. And actually, one of my old roommates went to school with Scott Griffith, so we were at a street dance and we met. And to be honest, the first time I met Mike, I didn't even, we met, but I don't remember him. I'm so happy that I told you that. But no, we just always got together and went to parties and stuff, and I don't know, we knew each other for about 4 months before we actually started dating, and then he just knew a good thing when he saw it. No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Heidi. It gives us a little background. Have you all got as much as you need?
What do we need it for?
If you all have as much as you need, I'll go ahead and tell you. I think it's only fair now, because Heidi doesn't know all of us, and I think it's only fair that we should introduce ourselves to her a little bit. So I want you each to stand up and take as much as what you thought you needed and wind it around, not real fast, but slowly, and use that amount of time that it takes you to wind the toilet paper to tell Heidi something about yourself. Who you are, if you know Michael in a special way, anything you want to tell. Maybe you want to tell about your family, whatever, you decide. So, I don't know how you start. Why don't we start with you if you don't mind?
I just know Heidi's friend. I took a whole bunch. Oh, it's broken. Okay. I am Michael's sister. And I have 2 other sister-in-laws, and I'm happy that I'm getting a 3rd. And that's all I know, and welcome to our family.
Well, she's my granddaughter, and kind of going to miss her after she gets married, but then I got an extra hand to hold when he comes over. And they're so faithful and coming to see me. Mike is probably, you didn't know that, did you? So we favor Mike into the family. Really like him, real well.
I am Tammy. I'm married to one of the married boys, Scott, and we're very excited about having Heidi our married family.
I'm Betty Coleman, mother of your future sister-in-law. This is my granddaughter Mara.
I'm Ellie, Jan's niece, Michael's cousin, but he seems more like a nephew to me. Kind of special. And kind of coming to Ivanhoe, I know so many people, it's like coming to whatever, so I know Heidi's gonna fit right in.
Well, I'm Lois. I'm Michael's aunt, and I
Heidi from the very beginning. She's a very sweet girl. And welcome to our family too. I know Heidi. She went to college at Middleton with Lisa, my daughter. And she was coming to Daree Lake and spent a few weekends there. We love her Daree Lake. We had a good time at my daughter's wedding last year.
Here we go. I'm Kathy, and I'm Chad's mom. And I know Heidi before she even knew we knew Heidi, didn't we? And the thing that always impresses me about Heidi is how neat and pulled together. How she looks. There's never a hair out of place. And her shoes are always so clean. If she has tennis shoes on, they're white, they're perfectly white. Oh, no, not a smudge. No, not a smudge.
Well, my name is Lisa, and I know Heidi from college, and we'll sit down, let's see. I love her dearly, and she's my bestest friend, and it was so nice to have her in my wedding because she meant a lot, and I'm glad I'm in yours.
There we go.
I'm Mary Jerzak, friend of the Veires, and I was at a wedding party. I have known
Michael for time since he's been born. He's been just a fabulous boy. He's almost like a son to me. So this wedding is very touching to me, and you're going to be welcomed, I know, by all of Ivanhoe.
I knew about the game. I'm Donna, and I'm Jeff's mother-in-law. Cammie is my daughter, and this is my granddaughter, Chelsey. And I need to invite Heidi to Ivanhoe because now she will join a very select group of Scandinavians that can truly say "Ufta." So Ivanhoe, Ufta.
I'm Pearl Lindner. I live across the street from the Veires, and I've known the Veire children since they were real small, and have enjoyed them all.
They're one of the Heidis families, and you're very fortunate to be part of it.
I'm Dolores Hazel. We've known the Veires since they moved to town. Some of our kids were in the same classes.
You, Mom, and I would sing a song about ABCs. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Now I want you to sing with me. I'm gonna be a flower girl and hold it back, and I'm gonna jump up, and I'm done.
Better than your soon-to-be sisters-in-law. And I think they've got a little advice and a little wisdom, or whatever you want to call it, for you. So we're going to turn it over to those three gals. It'll be Cammie, Tammy, and Michelle.
The first thing I want to say is that I think Jan's been a little disappointed in her first two daughter-in-laws because if you know Jan, she's a very good cook. Well, Cammie and Cammie's idea of cooking is to slice and bake cookies from the refrigerator section. And usually if I need a baked good, I'd call my mom and I'd pick up the pan and there's something good in it. So I think Jan's a little disappointed so far, so Heidi, you don't have much competition on the cooking front, okay? So, feel free to just go ahead and cook up a storm for Michael. One thing that we happen to notice is Michael has not lived in Ivanhoe for a few years, and every time that Michael came to town, a certain orange jello salad showed up in the refrigerator. Orange jello with carrots and pineapple, I don't know, something like that. Sunshine salad. And we decided that since every time Michael Michael came home, this salad showed up. Michael liked this salad, so we decided that Michael must be the favorite. So he gets a hard time about that. The other thing you should know about Michael is that the Veire boys can eat, no doubt about it, and they had a good cook to help feed them. But Michael gets to the last bite on his plate and he cannot eat it. He's full just like that, and that last bite sits there. So don't be offended. I guess collectively we decided we have 37 years of experience living with Veire boys, and Jen only has, what, 32? So we decided we're maybe just a little bit wiser than what she is when it comes to dealing with these Veire men. And so Heidi, we have some advice for you on life with the Veire.
We thought that we would warn Heidi
Before it was too late.
About life with a Veire boy.
You know, she could still break the date.
living with a Veire boy has its ups and downs.
Some days you'll smile.
And some days you will frown.
Now, I'm the only girl in a house full of boys. I've grown up with footballs, trucks, and other toys. But living with 4 Veire boys, I've really got to say, life can be challenging. Just take it day by day.
I was the first to marry a Veire, and I've made it almost 11 years. Most were filled with smiles, but sometimes there were tears. And there's many other habits that I could talk about, but I've managed to grow used to them, and now I have no doubt that life with a Veire boy is always going to be challenging and trying, particularly for me.
I think we've got her pretty scared now. Well, from Lauren, Scott inherited a most terrible disease. He can open any cupboard door with grace and style and ease. But when it comes to closing them, he doesn't. And then there's the hairline we have to talk about. It seems to be receding, and I have no doubt that as his head gets bigger, I will love him all the more, even if he never shuts another cupboard door.
Now, cooking for a Veire is something else we should talk about. Jan has these boys spoiled. That's true without a doubt.
For Michael, who's the favorite, there's a very special treat. Orange Jell-O mixed with carrots he really loves to eat. Cammie has tried to duplicate this recipe without much success.
I guess you have to peel this thing and open this for it to taste its best.
And then there's Tammy, whose solution to being a good cook is to send Scott back to Mom's house and ignore those cooking books.
But when you start cooking for Michael, don't worry if dinner's late, and don't be offended if he leaves that last bite on the plate.
And then there's Greg, the littlest of my brothers. He's taller than all the rest and can eat more than the others. And when it comes to finding the way to his heart, pepperoni pizza and Fruity Pebbles are definitely a good start.
We've discovered that every man tends to have some habits that are bad. This just seems to be a fact of life. Don't let it make you sad.
For example, he's bound to leave the lid up. They always do, but don't let those little things bother you.
And it's 100% certain that some days he'll make you mad. Believe me, I've got experience with 4 brothers and my dad.
But when I think about it, I really must confess. Jeff is a good daddy, and as a husband, he's the best.
And you know, I've got it really good to have a guy like Scott. He treats me as good as gold, even when I'm not.
And with 4 brothers in a house, it's especially plain to see that an only girl would be spoiled rotten, and that girl would be me.
And so I guess what we've got to tell you is that when Michael puts you to the test,
Stand back and recognize you've married one of the best.
A boy like a Veire is very hard to find.
they're always very loyal, trustworthy, and kind.
And we're equally thankful to have a girl like you.
To be part of a family so warm, kind, and true.
You make a perfect addition to a family full of Veire boys.
And
Being a Veire daughter has been one of our joys.
We know that another shower. We know that there's another shower in the planning. I believe in South Dakota, which I'm very glad Michael's marrying someone from South Dakota. Wonderful state. And so we'll let them kind of pick on you, Doris. But we can't close this afternoon without a word to Jan, the mother of the groom. I've born and reared this handsome man through years and years of toil, middays and nights of diaper pants and quarts of baby oil. I've walked the floor to still his cries and boiled his gruel and bottle. I've kissed his bumps to make them well since he first learned to toddle. I've washed his ears and wiped his nose and taught the golden rule and filled him full of vitamins and sent him off to school. I looked with pride upon this man and rejoice in what I've taught him. And now that all the hard work's done, some other woman's caught him. I think we'll go ahead now. This concludes our program, and we'll let Heidi and her guests of honor take the line through and have lunch. And then when we finish lunch, we'll start with the gifts.
Jen, that's Chelsey, Mike's niece. She's a flower girl. And this over here is Mike's sister, Michelle. And Kimberly Lammers. Bob Joe, you guys know. Leanne.
Thank you. At this time, I'll call on Judy. Give her her corsage. And while she's putting on her corsage, we've got a gift for the rest of you. So, Karen, where are you? Huh? Yep. You got a model these.
Okay. Put them on your legs,
No. Here.
To be gentle. Remember that words harshly spoken trouble the spirit. Take the time to talk to each other. The secret to all understanding is an open communication. Don't be afraid to say what's on your mind, and listen wisely. Take the time to remember that you choose one another to learn and to grow with. You each have something valuable to offer. Be a good teacher and a good student. Take the time to be alone so that you can gather your innermost thoughts and share them with each other when you're together. Take the time to be thankful. You have chosen the path together. Take the time to make it the way you want it. If change is needed, do it gracefully. Take the time to be loving. It is the one thing everyone needs. Always in marriage, take the time to give each other more.
We as women are always ready to give advice. So today we've got a sheet of paper that you've got to give advice to Heidi. The first one is on cooking, and it says never. Never do what? So please finish the sentence.
Never let it take you away from sharing special moments with my
I'm not completely done. I kind of skipped around. Cooking, never forget to have the rule. Whoever gets home first starts supper. Cleaning, I skipped over laundry, I don't know why. Cleaning, never forget to put the vacuum cleaner in the middle of the floor. Looks like you've been cleaning all day. Shopping, always go as often as you can and spend as much as you can afford. Kissing, never forget to. Money, always save some. Old boyfriends, never talk about them. Holidays, always celebrate as much as you can. And in-laws, I just finished writing that before I knew it. Never forget to visit them often.
laundry's done. Cleaning, never leave it a messy kitchen, or else have Mike clean it. Shopping, always shop when you're full and not hungry. Kissing, never leave for work or the house without a goodbye kiss. Money I can get that far, and the old boyfriend I can get that far. And holidays, always share. And work, never overdo it. In-laws, never forget.
You always rub the ring around the neck. Cleaning, never forget the corners. Shopping, always take your time. Kissing, never kiss with your eyes open. Money, always spend freely. Old boyfriends, never mention them. Holidays, always invite friends. Work, never take time off with sitting with your feet up. In-laws, never degrade them.
Don't burn your food. Laundry, use Downy. Cleaning, never use harsh cleaners. Shopping, always take a list. Money, budget. Boyfriends, don't say too much about them. And holidays, spend time together. Work, oh my God, don't work too hard. And in-laws, don't speak harshly of. I'm alone.
Cooking, never burn your food. Laundry, always put your white clothes with your blue jeans. Cleaning, never do the cleaning alone. Share and share life. Shopping, always buy a little more than you need. Kissing, never go to bed without kissing goodnight. Money, always share. Old boyfriends, never throw your black book away. Holidays, always share between families. 1 year here and the next year with the other side. Work, never become a workaholic. And in-laws, never always agree. So don't let them know.
Gwen?
Cooking, never leave the stove on high. Laundry, check the stains before you wash. Cleaning, never wash the floor while it's raining. Shopping, look for bargains. Kissing, never say no. Money, always share, say ours. Old boyfriends, never talk about them. Holidays, always spend them together. And work, never bring bad things about at home. And in-laws, never talk bad about them.
While cooking, never substitute, it never works. And laundry, always use spray and wash. Cleaning, never crab about it, Jam, if he gets the floor dirty after you just scrubbed it. Shopping, always buy Mike a little something too, then he won't care about how much you spend. Kissing, never say that later. Money, always share it. What's his is ours. Old boyfriends, never mention them. Holidays, always share them with both sets of families if you can. Work, never let it get in the way. When he wants to go somewhere, go. The work will be there tomorrow. And in-laws, don't talk bad about them.
Cooking never begins. Always keep it up. Cleaning, never leave it pile up. Shopping takes two. Holidays, eat out. Work, sit down. And in-laws, be nice.
Shirley?
Cooking, never burn it. Laundry, always do them before you get too many. Cleaning, never get behind. Shopping, always have a list. Kissing, never right away in the morning. Money, always save for something special. Old boyfriends, never talk about them. Holidays, always celebrate hearty. Work, never be late. In-laws, never complain about them.
May your marriage be blessed with a lifetime of happiness. two hearts. It lives on the love we give each other and never grows old. Tries on the joy of each new day. Marriage is love. May you always be blessed in your hearts with the wonder of your marriage. May you always be able to talk things over, to confide, to laugh with each other, and enjoy life together. And of the peace to share moments of peace, quiet peace when the day is done. May you be blessed with a lifetime of happiness.
That's the end of our program, and the hostesses said they wanna serve your lunch next, so then after get their lunch, then we start.
I was trying to box myself up. And I'll just get rid of some of these toys. So I was
First of all, I just want to thank everyone for coming. The gifts, I am like so overwhelmed. I mean, but I'm not going to talk very long because I'll probably start crying. But thank you very much for everything. Very much appreciated.
Crying, I got a cold.
sitting here.
It's like you're watching movies or something and the kids are crying.
No, I'm tired.
Just a minute here. Just a minute. Just a minute. We'd like you. Stand up for a minute.
Little tree. Cute. Chelsey, look pretty. Okay, we're gonna have to take it off.
No.
Keep your tongue in your mouth.
I don't keep my tongue in my mouth.
All right.
Turn around.
Don't
Here,
stick
take
it
it
out.
out. Look at Heidi.
Look at Heidi so she can put up your train.
Not my train.
It's called a train.
What's that train?
Got a choo-choo in the back.
No, not your train.
Sing your song about the peanut that sat on the railroad track. Sing that to Heidi.
Penis on the railroad track. Flowers are flipping around the hay with summer kiss. And choo choo choo, peanut butter. With say,
Now.
So cute.
cool.
Cool. There. It looks beautiful.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Yeah, she might
And
have
I
to
say
wear her hair up.
excellent. Excellent. That's what my teacher said.
You have a teacher and you're only 3? Wow.
Look, you want to see I got under me?
Oh,
Push
my.
the garter.
Here, you want to
Oh.
push the garter down?
Yeah.
She's stepping on it.
Uh-oh. Did it rip?
Like that rip.
Okay, turn around. Let me see the back.
Turn around.
It did rip. Every just an accident.
Yeah, it didn't rip.
What did it? It didn't rip.
Does yours have it back open there?